Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Honkai Star Rail video, and today is March Day. Happy March 7th to everyone out there, and if y'all didn't know, March is my favorite character in Honkai Star Rail, so of course on her day, we have to do a video featuring my girl March, and sure enough, the devs were kind enough to give us a fight that really showcases March well. So we're hopping into some Dream Jolt TV here, and I praised this event earlier. I really like it. I think it's a very fun event. So we have a stage here that really wants shields, which is what March specializes in. I would like to say right off the bat that I do think in general, March is actually an underrated character. It's not just like that I like her, so I'm like really favoring her. Like, she is legit a very good character. And she's a really good safety net character you can run if you are dying a lot in fights and things like that. So I think she's legitimately worth building. I think she's a really fun character. She does a lot of really good things, and I do have a character guide on March. I'll maybe do is I'll maybe link a couple of March videos at the end, so you guys can get some more March goodness if you want to on this March day. What I think I'll do is I'm going to link my character guide of her, and then I'm going to link maybe a video where I pulled a very hype March Honkai Star Rail card because I collect trading cards as well. So I'll link those two at the end, so feel free to check those out. So let's go and hop into the fight here. I am using one borrowed character, which is Topaz. I think Topaz was just kind of fun in here, so let's go ahead and hop in. So this fight's interesting because basically it punishes the enemies for attacking shielded characters. The big monkey guy or whatever throws bottles at you, and those will get reflected back normally. That's like his gimmick. But then in this fight in particular, the enemies take massive quake damage whenever they hit you, right? So right now we see Clara's being targeted. Clara is really good here because she'll do a lot of good counter damage. So March is going to throw down a fat shield on Clara. Of course, now March is the one being targeted, but that's fine. She's got a shield. And then once again, you can see we're just popping off massive quake damage. The one thing with this fight is, like, I want the enemies to hit me, so I might, like, hesitate to use March's freeze ultimate, because it's gonna, like, actually make the enemies take less turns. So I'm gonna kind of be, like, kind of picky and choosy where I use that. They do make it, though, so that, like, the main gorilla, I believe, cannot be frozen, so that's good. And actually, the small enemies, it's a little bit until they get turns, so I'm almost wondering if I should just pop the freeze. Yeah, let's just pop the freeze just to do straight damage. Which is fine. And I already have like a 90,000 point clear on this, so I know I can clear it just fine. March is going to shield herself to make sure she's good to go. Topaz, yeah, sure, let's go ahead and attack there. Topaz has a shield, so her being targeted is fine. And then Fire Trailblazer I've been liking to use, just because it gives me a little bit more shield. Because the nice thing with this is, with Fire Trailblazer, I can at least make sure that I have like AoE shields so that just everybody has at least a little bit of a shield so we can do all the quake damage. There you go. Look at massive counter damage in this fight. And then March popping in as well. The thing too that I really like about March that I think goes underlooked is her counters. Her counters don't do a ton of damage, so people might overlook them, but if you're doing a fight with ice weakness, those counters can actually inflict a break, and that's actually a pretty big deal. And then the fact that she's giving the big beefy shields, and then she's also healing a debuff when she shields is also very good. So I really do like March. She's great. We're going to do a normal because we want March to be able to shield. And then, Numby going crazy there. There we go. Fire Trailblazer. And there we go. So now we can do the AoE here with the Fire Trailblazer. Yep, take all that big counter damage. And there you go. You see March right there just got a break, which is really nice. We like those. We take those. Alright, March. Who needs the shield the most? I suppose it would be Fire Trailblazer. Alright, now we've got a fully, like, shielded team here. So now all we're doing with March is we're just kind of monitoring, like, whoever's shield runs out first will re-shield. But in this fight, the shields kind of actually just, like, hang in there. Alright, here we go. Go ahead and take your quake damage. And then we're going to get the big Clara counters up. Yeah, and then look at that. Just going crazy. Alright. And then we'll hit this. And we'll just do March's freeze here, because I think the weak enemies probably aren't going to get a turn anyway, so we might as well just throw damage down. And once again, they make it so that the big character can't get frozen, which is good. That's the one thing, because I've talked about this before in a video, that I do really like. I think Clara and March together is a really nice combo, because you can put big shields on Clara and then make her more targetable. Someone in the comments of the video pointed out, well, they're a little anti-synergistic because, like, when March freezes and the enemies aren't attacking. So, like, I get that, but you can kind of pick and choose when you want to use March's ultimate. I think March's ultimate is very good, because this is the other thing that's good about her. She's not only protecting you with the shield, she's healing debuff, she's doing counter damage, which in turn can counter break. But then... Sorry, I lost my train of thought. The more things that March can do, right? But yeah, the thought I was getting at is then her ultimate freezes, which is good because it can really heavily disrupt and interrupt what the enemy is doing, which can help keep you safe as well. We'll reshield Topaz, 'cause I think it's been a while for her. So yeah, on top of all that other stuff, like I've actually found the freezing to be quite useful. And I've used her a bit in Simulated Universe. I think, sure, we'll just do defense here. There we go. Using her in Simulated Universe, though, has been nice in, like, really hard fights, because sometimes the freeze will, like, literally save me. Like, the enemy's about to pop off a really big attack. I can't break them in time. That freeze can just stall out and give me a turn to kind of get after the enemies, right? So let's do a normal here with March. And in this fight, I mean, she just did 15k right there, right? Which is pretty good for just a normal attack. We'll definitely take that. I don't really see the need to AoE here, so we'll just kind of get a skill point. And then we'll have Clara go off here. And keep in mind right now, we are in kind of the build-up phase, so we're just building up counters to get a multiplier, right? So we are at multiplier 26. I don't remember on my previous run how high I got my multiplier. But yeah, we're getting pretty high, so that's good. We'll have Topaz, raise the stock market here. Let's go. Turn a profit. Topaz is pretty fun. She's a character I didn't summon for, so I do think when they give you the loner characters, it is actually really nice just to be able to play with characters maybe you didn't summon for. Like, I found Black Swan to be very fun. I find Kafka to be fun. These are characters I didn't summon for, so it's nice to be able to get out and use them here. I think all in all, this is just a great event, right? Alright, so Trailblazer, let's do a normal attack. Let Numby go crazy. Alright, March, look at that. 27k. 27k followed by 17k. Right? Now, a lot of it is bloated by, like, the multiplier and by, like, the event. Like, it wants March in here, right? So, very, very good. They actually did have March as a loner option, but this is a character that I think I do recommend most players build her up. I think she's quite good, especially if you have her Eidolons on, right? Alright, so, and the thing in this event, like, the shields just, like, really refresh a lot, but, well, sure, we'll re-shield on herself. And then the nice thing is like, if I happen to have debuffs, we'll wipe those out. Now, here's the thing. You'll notice, like, Topaz just got hit and the shield didn't even go down. I believe the way it works with the shields, right, it, like, just scales on March's defense, which I've got, if you guys watch my character guide, I did an uber mega, like, defense build on her. I decided to forgo, like, energy regen and some of these other stats and speed, and I just went all in defense. So my March is, like, a beefy girl. But her shields scale off of that. So her shields can go, like, over your max health. So there'll be times that, like, I get hit and, like, the shields just don't even go down. So even though March's shields are only single target, actually, I'm going to not use her ultimate here because I feel like the enemies will let them all attack and get the quake damage. Although we just killed them there anyways. All right, final... Oh, I guess I should have used it because that was my final turn anyways. Actually, it's good. We can have the ultimate here. So we'll hit it here because this guy I don't think can be frozen. We'll just take the free damage. Not that it's much damage, but... Oh, he can be frozen. Okay. Oh, actually, he's going to die pretty quick anyways. So you can see here where I'm full shielded. But you can see Fire, Trailblazer, and Clara both have debuffs on them. So, like, I can clear a debuff here, right? So there we go. We took that debuff off of Clara, which is really nice. And then Numby's like, hold my beer. I'm going to finish this guy off. Numby, you're so cold. Yes. Numby, you are so cold-hearted. Cold-blooded is Numby. That's what Numby is. Cold-blooded. Look at Numby go. Look at Numby go. Alright, we'll do the Clara AoE. And then let the enemies do a bunch. Oh, get Clara's big ultimate up first. Dang it, I actually should have went, like, minimal there. Well, no, I guess it doesn't matter, because I'm not building up the multiplier. Dude, I have a 39 times multiplier. I feel like that's higher than what I had on my first run. I think my first run I had, like, 36 or something. So, yeah, we just kind of let the enemies attack. We left March, unfortunately, without a skill point. That's okay. We'll just take the weakness damage there. And then, do I want to defense? I kind of do want a defense, yeah. Sure, target Fire Trailblazer, get blown up. We'll hit the ultimate. March always chiming in with the counters. The one thing that I don't like that they did on this game is they did restrict the amount of counters. You can see March has like 3 little icons underneath her head, so that's how many counters she can get, and then she has a cooldown. So unfortunately, I can't do like I did on Defo, where you can just like let the boss take like infinite turns and just counter for days. They actually limit that in here, which I kind of wish they didn't. I think it'd be fun to just let March go really crazy with counter after counter after counter. Let's do a normal there. Do a normal there. Build up some skill points. And then March, yeah, we'll take the kill on the counters here. Who hasn't? We'll go with well, Clara I just got. Let's go Fire Trailblazer. There we go. Get rid of some debuffs there. All right, and then that should be plenty of quake damage to take you out. Sure, we'll open with the freeze here. Or just an ultimate to get damage, yeah. And then Numby popping off. Sure, we'll defense. We want to save March's shield, so let's do a normal there. There we go. Pop off the ultimates, eat up the quake damage. We still have 3 turns left. I feel like Kekolia's going down here. March with the big counters. I mean, it's kind of cool in this mode, seeing March do like 20k counters. It's pretty strong. Alright, so we've got a fat debuff on Fire Trailblazer. Let's take care of that. Or no, maybe that was actually a buff. Let's go ahead and do this. And then what I'll do, guys, is after this fight, we'll show off my March build. I know I did it in a previous video, but we'll show it off again. It's March Day, right? It's all about March. We gotta do everything with March here. Sure, we'll go ahead and Numby up. Yes, all right, Kekolia down. Next wave, we're at 40k. We'll do the ultimate attack there, the normal, the big time normal. Take your quake damage, please. Numby's gonna climb the stock market for us. I think Topaz and Numby is eventually a character I'd like to get. It's just their timing was bad. It wasn't a time I really wanted to go in and summon on a character. I know I say this like all the time, but you really have to kind of like spread out your summons and pick and choose in this game. Unless you want to be a Mega Whale, then you're free to summon as much as you want. If you want to Mega Whale, you go ahead and Mega Whale. All right, eat the quake damage, please. Clara's, yes. All right, that there's a freeze I probably will regret a little bit. It would have been nice for them to attack there, but I don't know. It's so hard for me to resist doing the March ultimates. I would say in a normal fight, like I don't mind, like even in a fight where I want the enemies to attack, I don't mind March freezing in normal fights. The only reason why it's a little bit worse here is because you are like restricted on turn count. So if you have a turn count restriction, then yeah, you kind of want to maximize it out. So we'll just say I'm not playing optimally here, but part of March Day is showing off all of her moves, right? So we got to show off the ultimates. We got to show off everything. March healing some of her debuffs. And I guess March only heals 1 debuff at a time. So I guess if you have a lot of them, I mean, you're kind of just getting a random one out. But it does work on like freeze and like when they slow you and stun you and stuff. Like it is really good for that. Like when Kafka basically confuses you, like March can heal that. And that is very useful. Ooh, yes. Bring out the ads so I can AoE them with my Fire Trailblazer powers. What I'll do is I'll save March's ultimate until I absolutely need it. Sure, we'll just shield there. Oh, insufficient energy. There we go. I was pressing the wrong button. I mean, we're about to hit turn 0 here, but we're going to hope Mr. Svarog can do a lot of damage to himself here. There we go. Here, let's hit Topaz and Numby. And then I'll have March's ultimate if I need to at the end, just to squeeze one more attack in. Alright, and Numby's going to come up as well. So let's do the March ultimate. We need to squeeze out as much damage as we can here. Oh, we shot ahead of Mr. Svarog, so he's not getting an attack now. Alright, Numby, finish him. There we go. Nice. Alright, so we didn't quite get like the full 90,000, but I do have a better run of this on there. But we had to show off March, right? So let's go ahead. Let me just show off. And I understand I wasn't playing optimally there. Like I was putting down the freeze more often than I should have. But look, this person likes March so much, they're taking a picture of March's performance. Look at that. March is a star. Okay, let's look at March's build here just so you can see like the crazy defense build we did on my girl March. Here she is right here. So if we go to stats here, yeah, my March has almost 5,000 defense, 4895. we've got the big Japard light cone. So she's got the premium light cone on. Super Imposition 3. I talked about this before. I kind of regret doing that because I also have Japard built, and it would be nice to have, I don't know, I would rather have like a super Imposition 2 and then have the extra copy maybe on Japard so he could also have it, right? Obviously my traces are all maxed out. I always like to max my characters. I know, like, when you see build guides, they say, oh, only go 8 out of 10 on this one and then go 10 out of 10 on this one, whatever. I max my characters. That's just how I roll around here. But then you can see, like, on my relics here, you know, like shoes, defense build. Who needs speed? Defense build. Who needs crit? Right? That one has to be attack. That one has to be HP, but I do have some defense passives there. And then here, who needs ice damage, right? We got defense percent. Who needs energy regen? Defense percent. So I literally went defense on freaking everything. So anyways, guys, there you go. Let me know what you think of March 7th on this wonderful day, which is March 7th. My favorite character, amazing character. Check out the links that are popping up probably about right now for some more March fun. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.